Well, Jen, I've got some deep research to do. Please do as long as of a weather you can.
Did you look it up?
No. Doritos, silent out. I'll keep you updated.
This is it.
I may have to help here in a moment.
We need to get to the bottom of this, boy.
Millennials versus the internet right now. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at conditions across the southeast. What we're starting to see is clear, sunny skies out there. Cloud cover just further off towards the east, but all of that's pushing out at this time. Really blue, sunny, cobalt blue skies out there so far to begin this morning. Just a few clouds, but again, those are going to be pushing out. So seeing completely sunny skies later on today. Our temperatures, they are beginning to warm up. We're starting to see more of those mid to upper 40s, some lower 50s out there, and still a little bit to go for our daytime highs, but we're not going to be seeing that much of an improvement. Over the next few hours, daytime highs today going to be maxing out in the mid to upper 50s, possibly some lower 60s. Being below average heading into today, not feeling like the end of November. And then take a look really by 7 o'clock. That's when we start to dip down to the upper 40s and only continuing to fall heading into the overnight hours. Now, starting off for tomorrow, a freeze warning is in effect. Temperature is going to be dipping down to the upper 20s, possibly the lower to mid 30s out there. It is going to be a cold, chilly start to begin your Wednesday. So make sure you're being cautious. Bring your pets inside. Cover your plants outdoors. Or you can even wrap some non-LED Christmas lights around them as well. Now, coming up in just a little bit, I'm going to talk more about the cold conditions, but also the short-lived cold snap before rain returns heading into the weekend. All those details coming up soon. Joe, Chelsea. As families gather this holiday season, it's the perfect time to start making your 2024 travel plans. But with so many different ages around the table, is it possible to plan a vacation that's going to make everyone happy? Generational expert and president of the Center for Generational Kinetics, Jason Dorsey, is joining us now with some of those tips. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me. Thrilled to be with you today.
Well, starting off first, Jason, when it comes to looking at how different generations interact with each other, what is the secret to a successful all-family trip?
Oh, it's a great question and so timely. In the new Hilton Trend Report, what we found is that every generation wants to travel. And I think that's an important place to start because sometimes we think maybe not every generation wants to go. But what we found is every single generation wants to travel. And the number one reason they want to travel, and this is true from Gen Z all the way up to baby boomers, is to rest and recharge. So when you think about planning those trips, you want to make sure that you have moments in there for people to rest and recharge. What also stood out that people wanted was to have more cultural experiences and more experiences in general, particularly around food. And this is so important. I love this. This is so important that 64% of all the participants in the study said that they're going to increase their spending on leisure travel. They plan to spend more on leisure travel in 2024 than they did this year, and they're going to do it by spending less in other personal areas of their life. So they're going to forgo that shirt, and instead they're going to go use that money towards a trip, which I think just speaks to the desire of people to connect across generations.
I love that, and definitely something that I'm passionate about, spending more for the travel so that you can do it. And so focusing more on that survey, what can we expect to see as travel trends in 2024?
Yeah, well, what we're finding is there's a real desire for personalization and being able to create that trip that really fits you. And so that way you feel like it's a representation of you and what's most important to you. What we also see is people want to book easily. They want to book on a mobile app, they want to book on a website, but it needs to be easy. And we find that they really care a lot about food. I mean, food is a key theme under experiences. And what we mean is that over 80% of all study participants said that they want to know there was going to be locally influenced cuisine where they were going and that there was a great restaurant at the hotel. I'm here at this Canopy by Hilton in the Riverwalk in San Antonio, and they've got all kinds of locally influenced restaurants, and you can go on a tour of the Riverwalk, you can do a history tour, an art tour, so many things. And that's what we see are real trends that people want as they travel. And in fact, 45% of all study participants said that their priority is to connect or reconnect with family and friends. And I just think it's important in this time where there's so many ways that we can connect virtually that what we find is people want to get back together in person.
A lot of great information there. And unfortunately, we are out of time, but a lot of things for folks to keep in mind for this holiday season. And so where can our viewers go to find more information?
Yeah, the best place to go is stories.hilton.com. And please check out the pillow menu. What we found is that people really love this. And at some of the Hilton properties, you can actually pick the pillow that you want when you go to your stay. So you don't have to bring a pillow with you.
That is one of my favorite things. You can even order a couple to fit everyone's liking with that. So some great information there. As always, we're going to have all of that information on our website, fox10tv.com, under the Studio 10 tab. But thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.